like that on your way in, man?
Respectfully, I'm not going to answer any questions.
How we doing?
I'm doing good. How are you? Mind if I get your name and badge number?
Yeah, my name's Investigator Ryan Metter with the Illinois Secretary of State Police.
Yes, sir.
Are you a First Amendment auditor? Is that what you're doing?
I'm just a citizen exercising constitutional rights today.
Sure. So, as you know, there's a sign there that says notice recording or photography of any type is not allowed.
Okay.
Yep. So we can't have you videotaping inside the facility. And there's that. State's case law favors. State of Illinois asks to not allow the recording or photography of any type in Secretary of State facilities. All inquiries should be directed to the Secretary of State Office of the General Counsel, 217-785-3094, and ask for Campbell.
Do you have any case law attached with this that you'd be willing to provide me, or?
Contact the General Counsel, and they'll be able to give it to you. So, do you have
Sure.
your ID on you?
No, I don't
You don't have
actually.
it? Okay. What's your name, partner?
Am I being detained right now?
I mean, unless the Secretary of State wants you trespass, that's why I'm trying to get your name.
Okay. What statute would that be trespassing under? State-supported land?
Well, you disregarded a sign that says recording of any type is not allowed, so you
Right.
violated that sign.
So you are suspecting me of trespassing?
I'm saying if we want to trespass you, I would need your name. So
I am being trespassed?
As of right now, you're not being trespassed.
Okay. So as of right now, I'm not under suspicion of a crime.
Okay, here's the thing though. If you show back up and you cause issues, then we'll have your name.
Nobody even asked me to leave.
Okay, well, they're asking you to leave.
Okay. Or respectfully, I'm going to decline.
So now you are trespassing.
Okay.
So what is your name?
Would you mind, before we move any more forward, because I'm gonna do you a favor.
Yep.
Okay, before anybody loses qualified immunity, look up the statute that you're willing to trespass me under and cite that. I promise you it.
Okay. Are you refusing?
All right, guys, buckle up because this encounter kicks off fast. At 024, our auditor calmly walks in, but officers instantly start fishing for answers he's not giving. Investigator Ryan Metz steps in, dropping his title like it's supposed to intimidate. They point to a no recording sign as if a posted notice overrides the Constitution. The citizen stands firm, refusing ID, asking real legal questions the officers simply can't answer.
Leave the property.
Will I be arrested if I don't leave?
You'll be cited. Yeah.
I'll be cited with what citing?
Criminal trespass to property. Actually, it's criminal trespass to state-supported property. Because you're refusing.
Look that statute up, and it will be in plain text why I am not in violation of that statute. I've just been through this. I'm doing you a favor, Metter, Officer Metter.
Yeah, you got the name right. Yep.
And
Most people mispronounce it. So thank
well,
for
you
saying
gave it to me first, and I appreciate that. Obviously, in the heat of the moment, that I'm not very confrontational at all. I'm not looking for a confrontation, but I'm not looking to have my rights stepped on.
I understand. I respect that. I respect your, I appreciate that and everything. And like I said, I'm just telling you that, that's why I gave you that piece of paper.
Yeah.
Okay. And here's the thing: I'm not looking at writing you a ticket.
Right.
I'm not wanting to go down that. I'm just wanting you to
Would
respect your rights.
So
like
the
they want you out
summons,
of the building.
yeah, the summons for the ticket, would that go to the municipal court in Salem?
It would go to the Marion County Courthouse.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna do you one
Like I
last
said,
favor
I'm
here.
not telling you I'm trespassing you, but I would like your name for my case.
Yeah, and I understand how that goes, but no matter what, I'm not gonna give it. I'm gonna do one last favor for everybody here. Call Tim Hudspeth. You're gonna do yourself a very big favor with your career, and I'm not trying to be a dick.
Yeah.
I know it sounds very pretentious, me saying that. Call Tim Hudspeth right now, and I promise you, he will tell you I'm fine to do what I'm doing. That's the bottom line. He doesn't know me personally, but I just dealt with him personally. Call Tim Hudspeth. He's going to be the prosecutor. He's going to know what I'm doing. It doesn't matter who does it. If you're off shift, if any one of them guys in there decide to come in here and record, we have the right to do it.
From 210 onward, things get spicy. Officers start throwing around the word trespass like candy, but can't quote a single proper statute. The auditor pushes back hard. Before anyone loses qualified immunity, look up the law. They don't. Instead, they threaten citations, ask for ID, and dodge every constitutional challenge. The tension rises as the citizen calmly exposes their lack of legal footing.
Well, here's the thing. I appreciate what you're doing. Okay, I'm not, like I said, I'm a full advocate for people using their rights. Okay?
Sure.
But with it being a Secretary of State, so they have their own policy, and as far as the General Counsel goes, also that's why we give you the number for the General Counsel. Is a lot of people have Social Security cards, birth certificates, other things out here that we don't want people recording. You know what I mean?
Well, they shouldn't be dealing with that in public, though. You know, if they're going to do,
they have to do that inside.
No, they can take them somewhere private. So 720, let me see if I remember this right. 720 ILCS 521-5. That's criminal trespass to state-supported land. And I'm going to read it right from the illa.gov.
They want you trespassed.
You mind if I get your name and badge number? I didn't get
Detective Swagler.
Detective Swagler?
Yes, sir. 295 Salem Police Department.
295. I appreciate that.
Yep.
I'm going to read you, and I know this will be my third time saying it, but this will be the last favor that I do everybody here. A5, under criminal trespass to state-supported land, right? A person commits criminal trespass to state-supported land when he or she enters upon a right-of-way, including facilities and improvements thereon. No, I'm sorry, I'm reading the wrong section here.
Different guy who's refusing to give his name and then you want to trespass.
A person commits criminal trespass to state-supported land when he or she enters upon land supported in whole or in part with state funds or federal funds administered, granted through
I'm going to go in and
state agencies or any building on the land by presenting false documents or falsely representing his or her identity orally. I haven't done that, right? We'll skip to the part where this will apply, what it doesn't apply. Okay? If I refuse to leave, well, I'm going to go back inside.
And now he's stating he's going to go back inside.
Absolutely, I have the right to. I came out here on my own free will, not because I was being detained. Just do me a favor.
You're allowed to stay outside, but you can't record inside.
I'm allowed to be inside also.
Okay, he's arguing that he is.
All right, guys, this is where the officers start scrambling. Around the 4-minute mark, the auditor warns them again to call the prosecutor Tim Hudsmith, the one person who actually knows the law. They refuse, hiding behind policy. The auditor reads the Illinois statute word for word, proving recording isn't prohibited and that trespass only applies when false identity or interference occurs, none of which apply. But the officers still push.
When I remain upon the land or in the building, here's the important part, and who thereby interferes with another person's lawful use or enjoyment of the building or land. How does me exercising my First Amendment constitutionally protected right interfere with anybody's lawful use or enjoyment of this building? I promise you, I told these guys, call Tim Hudsmith. It's gonna save you guys from having to lose your qualified immunity over this. This is clearly established. The prosecutor of Salem of Marion County knows exactly what I'm doing, and he will tell you.
Here's the deal.
You do yourself a favor and speak with him.
I told you my first name. Can I at least get your first name so I'm not saying sir?
Respectfully, I'm not going to. You can just call me sir. I appreciate that.
Okay, sir, you're not allowed on the property. You're not allowed inside. Okay, you're trespassed. Okay, so you're
By
not
who?
allowed.
By who?
The Illinois Secretary of State.
So
You are
you're-
hereby trespassed.
so you're
And
not
now
gonna
as-
call
as
Tim
a, as a
Hudsmith?
state officer, right now I'm trespassing you from the property. Whether or not you have a right to be somewhere, the people who have this property have a right to trespass you.
Well, it's public property.
Yeah, but we can trespass you from this property. Okay, because it's state property.
So you're just going to not even do yourself the favor and call Tim Hudsmith.
I called my sergeant. That's all I need to call.
But the prosecuting attorney of this county,
The
you're
Illinois
not willing to
Secretary of
count.
State policy dictates
Okay.
exactly what I gave you.
Well, respectfully, I'm trying to help you here, right?
And-
Because
and
I'm not.
respectfully-
You're
and-
misinformed.
And
I've already
sorry.
been through this in the area,
I understand.
in Marion County, with Tim Hudsmith.
I understand.
Okay. No, you don't understand, or you don't care.
I appreciate what you have to say.
I don't feel like you do, because you're trying to violate my rights and you're not even willing to go through any single route to rectify your mistake right now. So under the authority of who?
The Illinois Secretary of State Police.
Because it's going to come down on yourself personally and your department.
You have the number for our general counsel. For the
I don't
Secretary of
need
State.
counsel to exercise my constitutionally given rights.
Yeah, I understand that. So I'm
So
gonna
you
ask
just
to
don't
leave the
care
property,
then?
okay?
So you
And
just don't care?
Are you refusing to identify yourself?
Absolutely.
Okay. So I need a fingerprint check.
Is your body camera on?
It is on. Everybody's.
Oh, okay.
Yes, sir. So, are you refusing to leave the property
Am I going to be arrested if I
Yes,
don't leave?
you will.
Under what authority?
under the authority of the Illinois Secretary of State Police?
So, because
By 6 minutes in, the officers desperately cling to their narrative. They claim he's trespassed from state property, ignoring that public property is owned by the people. They ask for his name again, threaten fingerprints, and escalate while the auditor remains calm and educated. He reminds them that refusing ID is not a crime unless you're lawfully detained, which he's not. Still, they push harder, stacking imaginary charges.
I've
The
never...
authority given to me by the state of Illinois.
Okay, so what exactly would happen?
Well, normally I would just write you a ticket and send you on your way for criminal trespass, okay?
But because
normally
I'm
criminal-
being so defiant, it's going to
Well,
escalate.
what it is, it's failure to identify. So I have to write a name on that ticket.
So you suspect me of a crime.
I do.
So I've been detained this whole time.
Right now you are because you're refusing to leave the property.
So if I leave,
If
I just walk away right now, then what?
then I'm going to let you walk away because I don't want to write you a ticket. I don't want to take you to jail. If you stay
Okay.
on this property any longer, then I am going to have to put handcuffs on you and take you to the jail.
Well, I don't
and
want
fingerprint
that.
you. I don't want that either because
It seems like you do.
no, I don't.
You're not even willing to go down an avenue that I've given
What
you.
time I get off work? 4 o'clock. 4:16.
Nobody's
I don't
forcing
really
you to
want
violate my rights right now, sir.
I'm sorry you feel that way.
You don't even do yourself the favor of calling him, though. Like
I
I'm
called my
obviously.
sergeant. That's all I need to call. And I provided you documentation from our legal counsel as far as a
Would either
number
one
for
of
to
you be
call.
willing to call Tim Hudspeth?
This is Secretary of State property. Secretary of State is.
And I just read you the statute that he was trying
And I
to
just told you.
cite me with.
And I just told
so
you what I have
nobody's
to say.
willing to even save yourselves the qualified
Kind of.
immunity.
From what I'm gathering, we're kind of at an impasse, right?
Well, yeah, because I'm
you have-
exercising rights and you're violating
Yeah.
rights. That's the
I'm sorry you
impasse.
feel that way. So right now you are on state property, okay? So, and I am asking you to leave. If you fail to leave, then you will be charged for criminal trespass.
What is that? A book and release, or is it down to the jail? You hold me for the weekend,
Well, as
or
of
what?
right now, you're failing to identify.
Okay.
So if you
So we're
fail to-
stacking charges
yeah.
for exercising
so,
rights.
So if you fail to identify, then you're going to be taken in and fingerprinted so I can get your identity. So then I can write you the ticket and then you can be released.
How does that work? You guys beat me into oblivion until I'm willing to, until you can forcefully, I mean, because so if
Why
I'm,
would you say beat you into oblivion? Why would you use terminology?
well, because I'm not willing to identify, so I'm not going to be willing to fingerprint, right? So just because you put me in handcuffs and put me in a car and take me somewhere, I'm supposed to just be willing to
Well, the problem that we have
waive
here
my
is-
rights now?
is so criminal trespass is just a ticket. That's all it is.
Right.
But whenever you start failing to identify and stuff like that, what name are we going to put on the ticket if you're not willing to identify?
Well, it's not a ticket, though. It's not criminal trespass. I just read him the statute. He's not willing to listen. I will read you the statute if you want.
Because you're refusing.
Pull-
Because
pull-
we gave you the opportunity to leave and now you're not doing it.
I don't need. You should give me the opportunity to exercise my constitutional rights by recording in a public space, respectfully.
I understand what you're saying.
So you just don't care then? If you're not willing to do that, then I guess you deserve the litigation.
Now it really heats up. Around the 9-minute mark, they claim failure to identify, threaten jail, and pretend they can force fingerprints. The auditor calls their bluff, asking exactly what law they're using. Again, no answers. The officers talk in circles, digging themselves deeper. He warns them, you're going to lose qualified immunity, and he's absolutely right. They refuse to call the prosecutor, refuse to check the statute.
That's going to follow. That's just the bottom line. You're going to be stripped of your qualified immunity.
So like I said before, we have questions.
State's Attorney, Tim Hudson. He advised me that's a public place. You can be in here. We cannot trespass.
Thank you.
So,
Swagler?
With that being
Detective
said-
Swagler?
Detective Swagler.
Appreciate it. It took long enough, but
Salem Police Department. We're
You're
going
out.
to be on our way.
yeah, you're not going to enforce. So,
Let me speak with you for just a minute.
Are you guys' body cam's not muted, right? Not muted? Appreciate that, sir. Thank God. Appreciate it, sir. I'm gonna come inside with you since I do have the right
You did say
to.
as long as you stay in the public area.
Finally, at almost 12 minutes in, boom, the truth hits. The officer's own attorney tells them the auditor is right. They cannot trespass someone from a public building for recording. The entire violation collapses instantly. Detective Swagler returns embarrassed, admitting it's public property and the citizen has every right to be there. The auditor walks back inside, proving exactly why filming police matters. And guys, this is why accountability wins.